Good morning, sir. I'm shanmukhapriya. This is my content web-based project that is student management system. Here I'm using HTML5, CSS, Bootstrap, jQuery, and JavaScript, JavaScript also. This is the welcome page and my this is the welcome page and my web page, and that is here here about an MSIT, and these two buttons are animated button. When you cursor move on that button, it is showing animated, and this is a strictly social media icon bar, and fixed under page, and this is the contact button. When I click on the contact button, it will pop up on the page. If student go to student page, and I click on the student, it is go to student page. Here I am kept the preloader because it is load the background content at a time and it display on the screen. It is that purpose I am using preloader. This is the student page. Here you can student registration here and login here, and this is when I click on this button, it is a side menu bar is open. That is here some options are available: home, about, fees user can know, like a student know fees. I can search fees, search by roll number and other fees and charges and important dates, and contacts and photos. Close menu, can click that option, it close the sidebar menu. And if a student want to register, you can click on sign up. Here it is go to the student registration page, and the student mention all details above they are given. Student can fill the all fields and submit the form. If student already registered, if a student is already registered, it can directly go through the login option. Yeah, if student already registration, here the login button. When I click on the login, it is pop up on the page, and here user can enter the roll number and password. If this password is randomly generated and it is sent to the email ID, and after that you can student login here. You can click the login button, user can successfully login. And sidebar menu, if a student want to see photos, you can click the photos. I can show on a gallery, photos gallery here, and the student want to know fees, so you can like other fees and charges, what are the important days in college, like exam dates or likewise. You can click some important dates, it show on a menu. These are the important dates. And here some time is taken because I kept the preloader. It is load all content, and the purpose is loading is take a small period of time. If student want to know fees, can student search by fees by roll number? Here the student enter the roll number and select the year. When I click on the search button, it is go through the fees details. Here roll number, student name, years, amount, paid amount and due amount. This is the likewise it is display on the screen, and here the payment method is different, like online and offline options are there. If a student want to pay free on online, you can click the online, it is go through the payment process, and here the student enter the uh, card number, expire date, CVV and name, and process payment. You can click the process payment, it is successfully paymented, and the user, you student can also take the printout also here, and keep the print option also here. And if a student want to pay an offline, you can click the offline button, it is go to the offline page, and here a student enter the all above mentioned details, and they can click the pay option, it is um, uh, payment is successful, but it's not completely, because it is in admin verify the all check if student pay in DD form, admin can check the all DD number, date and the name, money. Likewise this all work is doing admin in admin page. So this is up to now, this is a student can pay online, offline, just they are enter the those details and submit the form. After that admin can verify the all details, and he sent to the mail ID, student mail ID, your payment is successful. Likewise the process is there. And if a student want to know about that MSIT course, you can click the about, it is shown on the main page, here about an MSIT, and these are the student page, and now admin, you can click admin, or click the admin button, it is go to the admin page. Here admin login here, like username and password, and that is login. And in offline payment, who are paying fee in offline, that the people status is available here. When click that, these are the who are paying fee in DD form. So these are the details, and the name and payment method and date. If your admin can verify all the details and can select the all and accept here, otherwise you can reject here. You can view also here. If a student something enter the wrong or doing mistakes in anything, admin can reject the form. Likewise here admin work is, admin can do all those work. You can also after you can print out here, admin can print the form and we can give to the student. This page also I am kept the preloader, because already I have said it is load the all content, and at a time and display on the screen. It is not interrupt the at the middle of the time. So that purpose I am using preloader. Here also can side menu bar is there and know the all details. And this is a strictly social media icon bar. I will fix here, and here also can admin can also see the photos, and if something upload the photos you can upload here also. And this is the just menu I kept here. If you want to know, if you want to see more, you can click the forward arrow navigation are apply, and you can click the here also. And then this is the student management system. Here I am doing, and coming to the code. First I am explain, and this is the welcome page code. Here I am using bootstrap, jQuery, CSS, and the script also. In this I am kept the and fonts. I mean Google fonts also I am kept here. Like I am using a URL and import the Google fonts and here, and body and HTML height is 100. And coming to the preloader, here I am taking the preloader and status two IDs, because in the preloader the purpose of is how much width and height position where I kept here, and that purpose, and where it is rotated, how much width height. Likewise I am using that purpose here. I taking two IDs, one is preloader and status, and here I am also using keyframes, like how much degrees it is rotated, like 0 to 300 degrees, and the scale also is very important. And coming to the jQuery, yeah, this is the jQuery and preloader. Here body dot prepend means here I am taking the one preloader and status ID here, and if you click on window, it is load all the content in backside, like the whole website is loaded and display on the display. It is lightly fade out and display the website. Like I'm here give it sometimes like 350 milliseconds I am give it time. When that time is after that time, it is lightly fade out and show on a web page. And this is the jQuery of the preloader. Likewise I am showing once again the and if user can refresh refresh the page again, it is loading. Likewise it is slightly fade out and display the page. And coming to the page again, yeah, icon bar, and this is the icon. This is the icon bar to and fix the Okay, that is the position I'm taking in this YouTube, and the colors are different. And then this is the code. Here I'm taking the one div and this class, that is icon bar, and then using the H reference, and I'll in list wise I kept here. And coming to the welcome to MS Student Management, here when I refresh the page or open the page, it is typing like welcome to MS Student Management, likewise it is typing. Here I am using this is I'm taking in D1, I'm taking one class in the typewriter, and I kept welcome to MS System Management in center. And the code is here this is the typewriter dot, because I'm taking class, right? So it is using CSS in dot typewriter heading. I'm taking heading only, so the color is red, and the font family is likewise, and overflow it is hidden because it's not overflow overflow on the text. Likewise I'm taking the options, and keyframes also using, because from to end, it is starting from width. I'm taking width is 100%. This is code for typewriting and paste. And coming to the buttons, these are the buttons, and one is student and admin, and about us. Here this also I'm taking one div, and kept there the paragraph, and display on the page. And likewise this is an message about. And coming to the contact, it is to click on the contact to open the page. So here this is the code. In this I'm taking the one content. I am using jQuery. When I click document.get element ID, I'm using ID is contact. When I click on the contact, it display on the web page. Like I'm using container class. Container class, and it is using of jQuery. This is the front page. This is on a front page code. And coming to the student page code. In student page code also I'm using CSS booster jQuery. So here I'm taking the font family likewise, and in body headings, all of those I'm using in the same font family. And coming to the login, button, when I click on the login, it pops up on the page. So here I'm writing code is, and the fields and the input fields are given, and the width and padding also given, and border display and box size, the border box size I am given, and buttons. The button color is green, and then login button is green and background white, and padding, margin, border, and cursor move on that point, and width is 100%. Float like a text position is left or right, and button hover is opacity 0.8. Like when cursor move on that button, it is slightly fade out. So likewise, kept here there, and the cancel button. The width is same, and padding and background color is using that color. See, when without cursor move on that button, it is showing black color, and move on that cursor on that, it is shown a red color. And image, center the image and position the close image container, that how much image taking width and margin and position is relative, and container and padding 8 pixel, and that image background is position is fixed, and width is 50 and height is 50%, and padding is 40%. This is the image, and I am taking the width is 50 and the left side and top one, and the background, image background is white color. This is an animated drone animation, and here also I am using keyframes from two. I am given the scale also 0 and 1. And these are the login animated, and coming to the sidebar menu, like this one, when I click this button, it shows no options. I am coming to that. Yeah, this is on a sidebar menu. Here I am taking one navbar and class. It is a sidebar menu. It is a sidebar menu color is red, and animated on to left. When I am kept in left side, so that is, and width is 50 and width is 20 and maximum width is 100, and I am taking ID is my side. I am using the sidebar menu, and here these are the options, and in features it is shown as and keep the drop down button. When I move on the cursor move on the feed, it will show the 3 options are there, and photos and contacts these, and here I'm the top menu, and it will display this symbol, and click on the login contact that button. Here I'm given the jQuery here also. When I click document.get element ID, the ID I'm taking is ID just, and display the black. And coming to that script is, yeah, and this is the function w3 open document.my side. I'm taking the ID is my sidebar. So when open that bar and display, the style is black and it is closed none. These are the jQuery and using sidebar menu, and the side slow, and this is the side menu gallery. and here that is side index, and when I click on that one forward arrow, it is now on the next, so it is increases. I'm taking the jQuery. I'm here writing the jQuery if you n greater than x dot length, like I'm given 3 images, so 3, and it is and the length is I'm using for loop, and length is increases, and display the photos. If you out of the 3, it is display none, likewise. This repeated again the same thing, and this is a student page, and same thing also admin also same thing, but I'm here I'm keeping admin can work is accept and reject all buttons. So this is I'm taking one table format, and here I'm given roll number, payment method, and date, and I'm taking the leave and accept design buttons, taking in by position, and the script is jQuery is when I click on the ready function and select the all, it is selected all. When I click on select all, it is selected all fields. When I click only one, it is not showing the same thing. This is an accept admin work. In fees details coming to that, in student registration I'm taking one form in table format. Here the table is there, and in table it is shown all details, and likewise when here I'll keep capture. When I refresh, it is change the values randomly. That is a script is here, JavaScript is here. And coming to the fees, this is the fees page, and here I'm taking one table format. Here I'm kept the online and offline buttons, and footer also. And these are the about a student and admin, and here I'm learning Ajax and jQuery, Ajax and JSON, but I'm not using in my front end web page. So I'm separately I'm taking one example and explain the JSON. JSON is JavaScript object notation. Here I'm taking one example. The use of JSON is sending and receiving the data. This is the one example, that is I'm taking in script and creating one object, that is my object. My object is name, age, city. I'm taking 3 fields. In the my JSON equal to JSON dot string in when I call that object, it is stored in local storage, and set, select that item and receiving the same fields. When I'm taking id is demo, and I'm calling object.name. When the object.name, here I'm given name in JSON, and refresh. Sorry, so here I display the name. When I'm calling object.name, object.name is JSON, and suppose I'm given is, and I refresh, and it display the age. This is about an JSON. Thank you, sir.